Good morning. I've certainly got my spot picked out, as you guys who know me know. I suggest that we all have our contingencies because as of a few hours ago, the Russian Ministry of Defense confirmed that the Biden White House, in conjunction with the Trump president-elect, have approved more strikes, and another strike of missiles has hit into Russia despite they're getting a very clear warning not to do that. Okay? Mind you, the US people voted for peace. There isn't anybody in the world that wants a war other than obviously these elites that have determined that their bunkers are set and they need to make more money. So I'll give you a quick look at the actual thing here. So on November 25th, the regime delivered one more strike by 8 ATACMS operational tactical missiles at the Kursk-Vostochny airfield near Kalino. That's in Russian territory, so it's an attack on Russia. So 7 missiles were shot down, 1 missile hit the assigned target, 2 servicemen were lightly wounded, infrastructure objects sustained minor damage by missile debris. So the US operates these. So what does that mean? It means they push the button. US personnel push the button on these weapons, and after the display, the very clear display by the Russians, the very clear warning by the Russians, the White House did it anyway. Okay, the White House did it anyway, and not only that, they didn't even really get through the defences. So measures are being prepared. As additional confirmation will come through RT, and even though right now the mainstream, lamestream media is, not reporting it, the Western media, of course, is, why would that be important? I mean, nobody really wants to know that, do they? So you can see here on this site that they're preparing the response, okay? That little lightning strike, up there, preparing response in Israel's ready to implement Lebanon ceasefire. Yes, because they just copped an absolute barrage, and they've had enough. So they've lost in Ukraine, they've lost in Israel, and rather than, admit that they're no longer the most powerful and that Russia is the most powerful, at least militarily, not that that's the only form of power, we are now hurtling ever toward World War III, fully direct, not through proxies. So what does this mean for us? First of all, any Muppet like me, by the way, any Muppet that believed that Trump was here to make peace, yeah, we've got a bridge to sell, all of us. I'm selling the gold, there's this, what's it called, the Golden State, whatever it is, Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. I'll sell it to you for $3, here's the piece of paper, but chuck it in my account. We're idiots. Donald Trump must be in lockstep with Biden. Why? Because Biden is in caretaker mode and there's no constitutional crisis, okay? So if the Biden administration went and did this and the incoming administration didn't want to do it, that's a clear violation, you know what I mean? It's a clear violation of principles, of Westminster principles, of every principle known to man. So also, currently, there's not even a single mention from the Trump Twitters, the Donald Trump Jr. Twitters, nothing at all. So what that tells you is he's doing the old plausible deniability. Biden's in on it, and they're going for it. Why? They want World War III with nuclear attacks. Why do I say that? I'm not saying that right now that's what's going to happen, but you have to ask yourself, do you think that they just made this without considering all the possible causation, all the possible causes and effects of these things? Do you really believe that the Pentagon struck into Russia after being warned without considering that this could end up in nuclear? Now, if you believe that they're just running at the next move at a time, then you're insane. If you think that they're insane or something like that, like a lot of people say, I've never bought into that. It's part of their plan. It is part of their plan. They want to destabilize the world. They want to reduce the growth of China, and they don't mind having a nuclear exchange. So that's the news. Do with it what you will. It is now 8:10. Let's see how long it takes New York Times to actually report on it. I will have a quick look. Let's see if they've actually reported it yet. If they haven't reported it, I would not be surprised. So, just bear with me. Yeah. Okay, so I'm sharing this screen for y'all, and you can see for yourselves. I think it's going to ask me for money. I used to pay for it. Let's have a look here. Oh, like who cares, Biden? Biden, oh my God, we're going to have a ceasefire. See? Blinken and US allies struggle with wars. Trump's tariff plan, deadly superbugs. You would think that that would be on the front freaking page. Okay, so that's the update. Enjoy. I don't think we're going to get to Christmas without a major, huge thing. So make your decisions, and in my opinion, determine if you're going to go media blackout. Might be an option. And just have a bit of resilience if some bad news comes through, some scary news comes through, and just have that expectation. Okay, be a bit stoic. Okay, guys, have a good one.